everyone, we will be speaking about Meso-American civilization. I am Linde and my groupmates are Marjun Gaddi, Ericson Agnes, Evelina Abanes, and Agnes Adrales. Meso-American civilization. It is defined by related contiguous cultures from the arid areas of Guatemala and Honduras in the south. This encompasses great ecological, linguistic, and cultural diversity, wherein the development of their agricultural gave us the crops, corn, peanut, tomato, cacao, and many more. It is also pertained to as the New World crops. Ultimately, complex, stratified urban cities developed in various regions of Mesoamerica, including central Mexico, West Mexico, the Gulf Coast, Oaxaca, and the Maya area. Central Mexico. Beginning about 6700s BCE or before Christ era, selective harvesting and purposeful planting of theocide led over time to cultivation of corn and development of agriculture. After about 1200s BCE, Olmec influence from the Veracruz Tabasco area is prevalent in the middle formative period as of central Mexico. Teotihuacan founded about 100 BCE, but about 300 to 700 CE, it had grown to become one of the world's prominent cities in size and culture. Some of the figurines in central Mexico: the Incenario, the Mask of Translucent Serpentry, Picario figurines, and the seated figure with plumed headdress. Is the West Mexico, the shaft-thumb tradition, the archaeology of an area unknown. In the 1930s, a few large pre-Columbian figurines of a previously unknown style surfaced in the world art markets. The figurines coming from cultural area now known simply as West Mexico, which includes the modern Mexican states of Nayarit, Jalisco, and Colima. They were taken from tombs buried deep in the ground which were connected to the surface by long vertical shafts which varied from 9 to 60 feet in depth. In the 1993, archaeologists had an opportunity to investigate an intact tomb. The tombs, typically buried below an elaborate public room, were only used to bury the elites or leaders of the society. The figurines of West Mexico are hatchback figurine, large seated male figurine, and the hatchback shaman in tunic. Guerrero, Mezcala culture, Upper Balsas River. The Mezcala culture arose in the middle and late formative period in 1200s to 200 BCE in the upper reaches of the Balsas River, wherein it is also called the Mezcala River. The central Guerrero is directly south of and not very far from the Valley of Mexico, which itself developed in a robust tradition of formative cultures after 1500s BCE. Balsas was home to an extraordinary tradition of carving and polishing sculptures in greenstone such as andesite or diorite or serpentine. These sculptures are in the forms of masks, human, figurines, temples, and animals. Figurines of Mezcala culture are the Stock's mask, stone figure, and the sandstone mask. Is the Mexican Gulf Coast. The Olmec, one of the Mesoamerican's earliest civilizations and one that profoundly influenced later complex societies, arose in the Gulf Coast states of Tabasco and Veracruz. The Olmec built pyramids as components of formal ceremonial centers, sculpted monumental heads, and altars of stone. In Veracruz, a classic tradition also arose, exemplified by the sites of LTG in the Remojadas. Classic Veracruz is known distinctive architecture. The Eltagen, Veracruz, female ceramic sculpture, and the Laloc Bowl.
So next is Oaxaca. Oaxaca is in southern Mexico or southeast of Mexico City, home of Zapotecs and Mixtec and it is well known for one of the most significant prehistoric sites in Mexico, Monte Alban. Located in central Oaxaca near the current capital city, Monte Alban was founded around 500 before current era. Monte Alban was a powerful polity that controlled the valley of Oaxaca. Strategically placed and magnificently developed a mountaintop with commanding views. The site comprises pyramids, platforms, and numerous structures arranged in plazas. Ancient Oaxaca is known for its tomb funerary artifacts, especially elaborate ceramic figurines, often objects. Ceramic sculpture and low-relief sculpture in stone often display glyphs. So, here are some examples. First is effigy jar of deer, redware of Staka, Saputic, Oaxaca. Second, beaker with a feline head and arms, Saputic Grewer C. And last, fish effigy bowl of Saputic Grewer C. 300 to 800 current era, Oaxaca, Mexico.
And lastly is the Maya. The Maya civilization arose from farmers in small villages in the highlands of Guatemala and adjacent lowlands of Guatemala, Honduras, Belize, Yucatan, and Chiapas beginning about 1500 BCE. By about 200 BCE, the elements that would characterize classic Maya civilization were in place, such as the monumental architecture, erection of dated stone monuments, and the beginning of a writing system. Temple-top high pyramids arranged around open places, massive acropolises to level land for temples and places, carved monuments celebrated rulers and their accomplishments, and complex calendaric system recorded time and the gods associated with each temporal period. The Maya brought astronomy, mathematics, calendar making, and hieroglyphic writing, as well as monumental architecture to their highest expression in the New World. Example of this architecture are the orange polychrome, which is the four-footed bowl with a rabbit figure in late classic and is made around 600 to 900 CE. Second is the code style cylinder vessel. It is classic and is made around 600 to 900 CE. And the last is the polychrome, which is orange and black pointed and incrusted tripod bowl and is made in Maya around 500 to 800 CE.